Yo, what's up? I'm KallaTheYapper, and I'm back with another reaction. I just finished my Stellar Blade stream, and you know your boy had to hop on this immediately as well. So, he made this video about, how many hours ago? 5 hours ago. Well, I guess people are catching on to the retarded-ass Doom posting of Zenless Zone Zero over and over again, because look at the viewership number. Not even that high. This shit was posted 5 hours ago. The Doom posting for Zenless is clearly starting to fail. But anyway... we about to see the supposed community reaction to what we're getting in version 3.0, which apparently 3.0 is not the anniversary update. Apparently the anniversary update for Zenless Zone Zero is version 3.1. Actually, let me search up when did Zenless Zone Zero come out. Actually, see if I can search this. When did Zenless Zone Zero release? Search. Oh, yeah, bro. The anniversary update is literally version 3.1. 3.0 is coming out a month before the anniversary. If niggas are complaining about the lack of rewards, or not even lack of rewards, because there is no such thing as lack of rewards for version 3.0. 3.0 is littered with a whole bunch of polychrome across the board. It's a whole new area. If anybody want to say and claim that there's not going to be any good enough rewards for players to guarantee that they'll get the new 5-star character, or even at least attempt to get the new 5-star character, or at least enough that is going to hold them until version 3.1 when Remiel Dan comes out, you know, the 3. Because she's coming out in version 3.1 apparently, right? So like, what are we talking about here? What are we doing? What are we saying for real? Right? Because I feel like that's going to be one of the arguments being made here. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the reaction, shall we? Let's start. Let's actually bat this bitch up and begin.
If you needed any more confirmation that this game is dying, that this game is losing its identity, that 3.0 is not...
Oh boy, he's using the identity argument again. Let's see him prove that Zenless Zone Zero lost its identity and that it's dying. Let's see, shall we?
Feeling as good as it should be for a 3.0 launch. Look no further. Again, another Sunbringer redesign.
Another Sunbringer redesign? Bitch, that's not a redesign. That's 3 designs. That's 3 variations of one character. That's not a redesign. The character that we saw in the teaser trailer was right here on the right side. This is not a redesign, retard. Bro, anyone with genuine brain cells know that shit. You're getting a dislike off rip for being blatantly incorrect and spreading misinformation. Bro, this is not a redesign. You cannot count this as a redesign if this character right here is still the same as she was shown in the teaser trailer. You're literally seeing her from the side window. Again, this is the same one. These two we saw this one in the fucking teaser, for fuck's sake. We saw this one in the teaser for version 3. Good Lord in heaven, you couldn't make up such retarded behavior. You couldn't. You had to be purposely doing this on purpose. What are we talking about anyway?
So ZZ had their 3.0 launch, and guys, I was so fried that I didn't even realize that they low-key already not even teased, but like spoiled Sunbringer's new design.
You can't say they spoiled the new... Okay, first of all, they revealed the design. It's not a spoiler. Sunbringer wasn't even shown what she looked like in the story of the game. Now, if someone wants to use the, oh, well, that trailer that they released 2 years ago showed us what she looked like. Well, actually, you know what? Let me go ahead and rephrase my entire argument right now. If we are saying that the 3.0 teaser spoiled what Sunbringer looks like, you could argue the same thing about the teaser trailer we got 2 years ago related to Zenless Zone Zero's lore, where they revealed Remiel Dan, where they revealed the Void Hunters, in particular Sunbringer as well, and showed us their faces. They literally showed us the faces of these Void Hunters. They didn't have to, but they decided to show us the faces of them. You could argue that spoiled our, or revealed what Sunbringer looks like to us. At least her face. Character design changes all the time. We know that. But the face is like, bruh, that's more important of a reveal than what the character is actually wearing.
I don't know what this is, but brother, my brother in Christ, what happened? Genuinely, like, what happened? Hold on, wait. Genuinely, what even happened? Judging based off, like, just how you know ZZZ is, I'm not liking the direction this is going. What did you do to the Aura Demon Queen?
Aura Demon Queen, the bitch didn't have aura. Okay, actually, let me correct myself. Sunbringer did have aura, but her aura is only founded off of one teaser trailer from 2 years ago, where she barely shows up in it. Shall we literally bring this shit up? Shall we? Literally, it's not that hard to do. Let's do this. Zoneless. Zone 0. I forgot what that trailer was even called, actually. Teaser? Let's go to teaser. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, lore teaser. Where the miracle begins. Let's click on it. Hold up. Let's see how quick Sunbringer shows up here.
Phew, internet's impressive. I had to use Ghost to hack in.
Here we go, right here. Around here.
First, the third generation head of the Hoshimi family who took down the Exaltist Overseer.
Pretty impressive. I wonder how her successors are doing.
Next, Lady Sunbringer, the former CEO of Marcel Group, who eradicated the Hive Lord Hollow in the sky.
I remember.
Oh, shit, so that's the hollow that's in the sky. Okay, actually, rewatching this teaser is actually a necessity. I'm realizing it right now. This is actually a fucking necessity. Niggas who are excited for version 3 story, go back and rewatch this teaser. Genuinely, go back and rewatch it. Because actually, this shit is actually mad important right now. Hold up. Let's re-listen, and let's look at this design again. You know what's so crazy? People are bitching about Sunbringer, but yet no one bitched about Miyabi. Granted, we know that this is Miyabi's ancestor that's on screen, but let's think about this. Without knowing the fact that Miyabi is this is Miyabi's ancestor, one could assume. Hold up.
Catastrophe.
Let it play. Give me a second. One could assume that this was Miyabi's original design idea. Or original concept design. People could make that argument if they did not know that this was Miyabi's ancestor. But a lot of people wouldn't give a fuck because they find this outfit to be cooler. And why isn't Miyabi wearing this? But instead, she's wearing what she's wearing in the story that we get.
First, the third generation head of the Hoshimi family who took down the Exaltist Overseer.
Pretty impressive.
Next.
Okay, here we go. Boom. This is, oh my god, what makes this whole conversation related to her outfit even more retarded is that they don't even show her full outfit. They show the upper part of her outfit. So niggas bitching about Sunbringer and what she's wearing.
Next.
Literally, you don't even see the full outfit. You see the upper half of the outfit. Hold up.
Sunbringer, the former CEO of Marcel.
And then after that, you don't even see what the fuck else going on underneath.
Who eradicated
You
the
see
Hive.
her from a distance with her cape floating in the wind. This is the only aura that Sunbringer has right now. This is the only aura she's ever had in the whole story because she never appeared in the story until now. To sit here and say that she lost aura because they had her show a little bit more skin in relation to her chest, or that she has 3 variations of herself, equates to losing aura is stupid. Also, aura should not be used as a valid criticism on a character's character design because aura is subjective and it literally depends on the person's feeling towards it versus the objective facts of said thing. So we shouldn't be using aura as a barometer for criticism. But if we're gonna use it, no, she didn't lose aura. She actually multiplied it by 3. Or divided it by 3, rather. Math was never my best subject. But I can see the writing on the wall when it comes down to math a little bit.
What did you do? What did you do? ZZZ, what did you do? Now listen, I'm gonna give apples where apples are due. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, the whole thing was bad, everything was bad. No, it was some good stuff. It was some good stuff. And
bro, you literally painted everything as bad and bitched about things that wasn't bad in your fucking reaction to the 3.0 special program, which I just finished doing a reaction to and releasing that video 2 hours ago.
and it was the rewards. The rewards are quite literally the only good thing. I'm gonna be honest, but okay.
Literally, you see what I'm saying? He literally said he wasn't gonna. he was gonna give its apples and say that the rewards are the only good thing. We're getting a new area. We're continuing the story plot forward. We're not doing any filler content. They introduced some new permanent game modes. The main character can now be played, and you get a free 5-star DPS in the sense of, you know, the ether attack faith and agent. Because let's be real, every playable character in these gacha games are default 5-star characters. If anybody has realized that, hopefully y'all have been realized that already, knowing that Genshin Impact been out for 6 years. The Traveler is a default 5-star character. Off rip. Literally, just go look at him. Look at the color palette they get on the character menu when you're like going through the character archive. Literally, you see the gold and purple. You're gonna see Traveler painted in gold. Anyway, point being, right? Free 5-star character, free mindscapes for said character, and their free weapon, which you don't have to pull for. Literally, they're setting you up for success immediately with a new DPS character.
Okay, anyways, summary of the rewards, 3.0 rewards. 1,600 polychromes via mail. That is good. You don't get them all at once though. I don't know if this guy, I don't know if they know that, but you don't get them all at once. You get one in the first half, like you get 600 in the first half, and then you get the other half in like I don't even know when. It was like,
okay, you know, again, basic research also can solve this problem, but you know, homeboy doesn't bother doing that. So we can literally just go back to the special program and look at it again. Literally, we can just go back. And this was mentioned at the end of the special program. This is a crazy video. What? I swear, bro. The wise get hosed allegation ain't never going away. Zhao Bunny breeding season. I know who this consecrator is. This is the consecrator that niggas, that Tectone tried to get packed up off of YouTube because he dared to make content related to lolly characters or talk sexually about lolly characters, regardless of what the lolly character's age was. I remember he had to change his old YouTube name and whatnot because of that shit. Granted, people, you know, left his ass alone, rightfully so, but like, yeah, the shit that they were on trying to get this man packed up was so unjustified. Anyway, to get back to it, right? Let's go click 000. Hopefully a special program pops up. Fuck. Guess I gotta search it. 000. Damn, you finished loading or what? Why my screen froze? Oh, there we go. Here we go. Let's go at that. Let's go to the end because this is where he mentioned it. Let's rewind that a little bit more. Back. Subtitles on.
而对我们自己来说，这座天空岛又是一个新的起点。回忆过去，从6分街到未废帝，有一些大胆但诚恳的一步。坦白说，不能算是完美，但也正在过往的基础上，我们得以做出充分的准备。绝区零第3季会以各个维度上以更完整的面貌面对神将。真的很感谢各位神将一直以来的支持。为了回应这份支持，也为了和大家分享这份喜悦。 我们会在3.0版本送出总计1600菲林的奖励。
Distribute, Temple, in version 3.0.
这是有别于以
Unlike before, proxies who log in after the update can claim the 600 poly right away. So you're gonna get. Okay, hold on. Let's read this. This says 7/4 600. So okay. Unlike before, proxies who log in right after the update can claim 600 poly right away.
以往，神将们在版更当天上线即可领取600菲林，而在7月4日
And on July 4th, the day of Zone Zero's anniversary,
也就是绝区零生日当天，神将就可以
you can claim the other 1,000 polychrome. Okay, so essentially, they're breaking up the 10 pull, but they're doing it for the anniversary so that people can have pulls for the anniversary update. So if someone were to skip this version update for version 3.0 and skip the characters and just hoard their polychrome, they're literally guaranteed for success. Because the literally anniversary is literally 1 month away from now. Granted, I will say this, I do hate the idea of like limited banner currency being withheld from players for a long period of time. I hate it when Withering Waves does that shit, and I also hate the fact that they're doing it here as well. This seems like they're copying a Withering Waves strategy that does not need to be copied.
可以领取1000菲林。另外，在上下棒签到活动中
，Okay, and additionally, in the first and second phases, check-in events
神将们照常可以
can claim 10. Oh, as usual, obviously we know this. This is obvious.
分别获得10枚加密母带和10张颁布券，希望大家喜欢。
Okay, this is some light stuff, not too big of a deal, because literally the fucking anniversary is literally next month. So in my opinion, this ain't really that much big of a deal to bitch about. Anyway, back to the reaction.
It was like, it was way later. We got free pyros, and if you don't know what that is, that's basically the MC and them having the persona. Which, do I agree with? No. All pyros, W engine. No.
He doesn't agree with it because he didn't play the story, so he does not know why it exists. That's the only reason he disagrees with it. Other than that, he has no reason to disagree with it, other than not being caught up with the story, because he only played season 1 story and he didn't play season 2, but he speaks confidently about Genoa's story, especially in the current story where it is right now when he doesn't even play the game.
Okay, 2 pyros mindscapes, 10 master tapes, 10 blunts, and the free Wise and Bell skin, which, if you can see, the skin is right here. I do like how Bell is looking, and don't ask me how I feel about Wise. Don't even ask me that. Don't ask me. We got a new outfit for Yi Swung's sister. Yi Swung's brother. I'm sorry, the new Win attribute character. How I feel about this, bro?
Valina, it's not hard to say the name, but you gotta be constantly retarded to keep claiming that this is her sister. But retarded niggas gonna do retarded things, right?
I'm not gonna lie, this is quite literally her original design was not even that much better. They could have went a little, they could have did something different by making her hair black right here.
That doesn't make sense. At that point, that's not even a skin for the character. That's a whole damn redesign. That's what you're advocating for. You're advocating for her to have a whole redesign. Changing a character's hair color is a redesign. That is not a skin. What are we talking about here? Yet the nigga talk confidently about what characters need to be changed about this, that, and the third in terms of their design. Get the F out of here, bro. Anyway.
Here, but they didn't. It's still the same old Yi Swung color. It was, yes, this is Yi Swung.
Yeah, because she has white hair. I'm pretty sure we have a whole bunch of other characters in the game with white hair and share other hair colors. We have niggas who share brown hair. We have niggas who share pink hair, so on and so forth. Why are we acting like this is something unique to this character to keep pushing the narrative that, oh, this is just blue Yi Shin? Like, bro, you know how retarded this sounds? Literally, simple Google search. You know what? Let's go here. Yanagi, pink hair. Pink hair, pink hair. Pink hair, pink hair, pink hair. Alright, so you know who else has pink hair? Same shade of pink too, by the way. Pink, 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 pink. So what's exactly the complaint here? We're bitching about characters sharing hair color now. Oh, better yet, check this out. Y'all remember GUN, which hopefully this character spins back so I can get her ass finally. I need this Cake Factory on my team. So y'all remember her, right? The Cake Factory. You see her hairstyle? You see her hair color? All right, peep game. Watch this. You know who else shares these hair colors as her? Anton shares the same hair colors as her. The only difference is his hair is not black, it's brown. But he's got the same red streaks in his hair. if you thought that this was Zhuyuan's brother, if you thought this was the Cake Factory's brother, you wouldn't be wrong in assuming that, because they got the same streaks in their hair. I actually, I don't even know if these niggas are even related to each other. They could be related for all I know. But still, you get the point, right? Like, he's bitching about characters having or sharing similar hair colors and claiming that, oh, this character just looks like the other character because of that. And it's like, okay, well, you gonna say the same thing about Yanagi and Nicole? The same thing about Zhuyuan and Anton? Like, what are we doing here?
Yiswan's sister or Yiswan's brother, if you're into stuff that I cannot name that starts with the F and ends with a So
okay, also someone explained to me in the comment section about this F and shit that he was referring to, because my brain didn't click it or clock it immediately. He's referring to Futa. That's what he's referring to. He's saying that he can't say that on YouTube when you blatantly can. Yes, you can. I think the only problem is you can't be explicit or actually show such content. That's actually what you can't do on YouTube. You can't just show that content. But then again, YouTube has videos of literally women being butt booty naked for the sake of educational content, by the way. Literally bare naked, the kitty cat all out for all to see. You don't believe me? Bro, it's been a thing for years. Prime example of this, search up women's yoga or whatever the fuck. I forgot what they called it. They called it what, sexy yoga or whatever on YouTube. I only found out about this within recent time. But yeah, that's a thing on YouTube. Or naked yoga, something like that. You're gonna find it on YouTube. Just one search on YouTube, you're gonna find it immediately. So it's like, you'd be surprised what content YouTube does allow on its platform. It's hidden within the depths of its platform, because people don't really search and watch that content anymore, because the content boom on YouTube exploded once people was like, yo, I can make money off of YouTube. Yo, we could, have people advertise our products here on YouTube via these content creators, so on and so forth. So some of this content that shouldn't even be on YouTube is in the depths of YouTube. You just got to know what you're looking for. Crazy. Anyway,
so I'm not gonna say that regardless, right? Now here's where stuff starts to get a little bit rocky for me. ZZZ, what in God's name is this? What do you mean? Like, forget the new agents that's coming. What do you mean Yiswan is getting released? Yiswan did not even come out that long ago. But you know what?
Why are we bitching about banner runs? This is one thing I'll never understand or even care to deem as a valid criticism for a version update. When people get upset about characters rerunning, or characters that they think shouldn't be rerunning now getting a rerun versus character that should be getting a rerun now. Like, to me, I don't care about that, because it's honestly irrelevant. Because all that is the player being like, man, the character I missed the first time, oh man, I didn't get her, but she's not rerunning, but a different character is running, a character that I either already have or a character that I don't care for is rerunning. So now I'm upset about the fact that a character that I was looking for to rerun isn't rerunning. That's essentially what all that boils down to. To me, this is not a valid criticism for version 3.0. You can literally make this argument for any version update of the game. Genu-fucking-ly. You can make it, you can literally tie this to everything. Literally, we had Ellen Joe rerun like 2 times, or 3 times actually, after her initial release. And this was when she got buffed as well. Oh, if I remember correctly, wasn't there at one moment people were like, bro, why didn't Sambi rerun on the same update that she got the buffs or something like that? Someone correct me. I'm pretty sure that happened recently, or a couple months back, when the buffs were introduced. But like, anyway, yeah.
Yiswan is getting released. Yiswan did not even come out that long ago. But you know what? Okay, you know what? That's fair. You can say all of that, like Yiswan, she needed to be there. Okay, sure. Why is Suna here?
Because she is literally a best in slot team member for attack units. You're asking why a support unit for an attack unit is here? Better yet, let me do my due diligence. Let me be proper. Let me be proper. Give me a second. Zenless Zone 0 Asuna. Search. Let's go to fandom. I want to learn all about. I want the character build shit, so I can know about her shit. Give me the lore. Physical support agent. Push that up because I don't care about that. release date was February, 3 months and 30 days ago. Oh wow. So it was only 3 months ago when her character got it released. But this is nothing new. Again, we've had characters rerun at a fast time. Okay, stats, skills. Let's go to skills. EX special attack. Let's read the EX special attack. What does the EX special attack do? Okay, here we go. Hurdle bubblegum at the target deals physical damage. After activation, bubblegum enters combat. Upon activation, all agents in the squad gain angelic coordination for 40 seconds. Landing a heavy attack with the skill triggers a quick assist. Character is invulnerable when using this skill. Let's keep going. Or during holding to activate and attacks the target enemy according to bubblegum, dealing physical damage. Okay, here we go. Before the heavy attack is executed, activates Ether Veil Delusion Reprise. While Ether Veil Delusion Reprise is active, all squad members gain an additional 50 attack for 40 seconds. Reactivating Ether Veil Delusion Reprise will cancel the existing instance of Ether Veil Delusion Reprise. Landing a heavy attack with this skill triggers a quick assist. Character is invulnerable when using, EX special skill, EX special attack, special photography technique, whatever the fuck technique can be used once each time Suna enters the angelic coordination state. So we just got an explanation to what the EX special attack does. She provides an ether veil, which, let's go back. She wants, even though she can activate her own ether veil. Actually, why the fuck I even need to pull this up? Actually, I do need to pull this up on my screen rather than my game, so that y'all can know what the characters XYZ do. So him bitching about why is that this character is rerunning is such a nonsensical complaint. But yet this is apparently the Zenless community's complaint about the banner reruns. There's always going to be complaint about banner reruns, by the way. So, like I said earlier, so this is not even a valid complaint about the 3.0 special program or what the content we're going to get in the version 3.0 or even the banner runs. This is not even a valid complaint because people complain and bitch about that shit all the time for every update.
That, like, Yuswan, she needed to be there. Okay, sure. Why is Suna here?
Oh, also, let's do this as well, shall we? Xeno 0 Suna teams. What do we see from the Suna teams? Wow, look at that. Suna best team comps for meta, by the way. For someone who keeps saying, oh, you should only pull for the Void Hunter character, yet you're not going to pull for a character that's her best support unit or one of her 2 best support units. What are we doing here, twin? Actually, let's go back to Suna again. Let's go to one of her core abilities. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Right here. You're literally wondering why they're rerunning her, knowing they're releasing a free ether attack agent and a new anomaly agent. By the way, hold up. Let's go back. We are getting a new anomaly agent, and they're rerunning an attack agent, and we're getting a free attack agent. By the way, you're wondering why they're rerunning Suna, whose whole deal is to support attack and anomaly agents. What does she do for attack agents? Let's read, shall we? Oh, let's read this. About right here. When attack or anomaly characters in the squad continuously land attacks on enemies affected by Cat's Gaze is triggered and removed. When triggered by an attack agent, deals the agent's attribute damage equal to X% of attack to enemies in an area. When anomaly is triggered, or when a character whose anomaly is triggered, when an anomaly character triggers this, deals the agent's attribute damage equal to Y% of attack to enemies in an area. This damage is guaranteed to crit, and the crit damage is increased by Z%. Damage dealt by Cat's Gaze is treated as damage dealt by the triggering agent. When multiple enemies on field have Cat's Gaze, only the primary attack target's Cat Gaze is triggered. Upon triggering, Cat Gaze is removed from all enemies on the field. When the enemy is stunned, the number of attacks triggered or required to trigger Cat Gaze is significantly reduced. Bruh. I think this is the additional ability. Let's read this. Additional ability. When another character in your squad is an attack character or shares the same faction, when characters inside Etherville, delusional replies, lands attacks on enemies, the target's stun damage multiplier increases by 30%. When Suna enters the battlefield, she gains 50 energy. In investigation mode, the effect can trigger once every 180 seconds. Literally, she has a stun damage multiplier if she's on the same team as an attack agent. And this nigga is wondering, why is she rerunning alongside an attack agent and an anomaly agent and a free attack agent we're gonna get? What are we talking about? Cornball logic. This is literal meta in front of your eyes. But this nigga don't know nothing about meta because he doesn't keep up with the meta. Yet he claims that Void Hunter characters are the only characters you need to pull for, despite the fact you need to also get their best and support members as well. Cornball. Oh my god, this is stupid.
Like, forget the new agents that's coming. What do you mean Yi Swan is getting released? Yi Swan did not even come out that long ago. But you know what? Okay, you know what? That's fair. You can say all of that. Like, Yi Swan, she needed to be there. Okay, sure. Why is Suna here? Suna literally ran not even 6 or 7 months ago. No exaggeration. She was here like what, 2-3 months ago? Why is she here before, for one, Jane Doe and other characters that deserve a rerun?
Are we really bitching about that right now? What other characters need a rerun right now that deserve it, that we didn't get already? Who? Because the only one I can think of is Haramasa, but I'm pretty sure Haramasa just recently had his rerun. All these characters that people are claiming needs a rerun, they had their reruns already. They recently had their reruns. This year, actually. Jane Doe, I'm pretty sure, reran in version 2.1 along with Alice and Yuzuha, if I'm remembering correctly. Actually, why am I even bothering until you even say that? Let me just search it. 0 2 oh, hold up. 2.1 Bubba banners. Search. Literally, you can find that shit all across YouTube. Okay, who was rerunning in version 2.1? Oh, here we go. We literally had Anomaly roll up in version 2.1. You had Yuzuha, Anomaly support. Then you had Miyabi, Anomaly DPS. Alice, a physical Anomaly DPS. And then we had Yanagi, a electric Anomaly DPS. So there's that. Okay, let's see. Who reran in version 2.2? What's the 2.2 banners? 2.2 banners, we had the rerun of both Trigger and Evelyn, apparently. Yep. So let's go to 2.3. Who reran to 2.3? Okay, 2.3. We had... Oh, look at that! Haramasa's on there. We literally had... we had fucking Ambi and Haramasa rerun. That's Haramasa on there. I can see that nigga. Wait a minute, I could be entirely wrong. Wait a minute. Why am I even doing this? I can literally just search up on my phone. Xenozone Zero version 2.3 banners. Oh, okay, never mind. I was wrong. Hold up. I think what I saw earlier as I scrolled upward, what I saw earlier, those were the character buffs. Or what was it? Yeah, I think these were the character buffs, not the reruns. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. Because 2.3 had the lineup of the Spook Shack Fashion members and Vivian rerunning, along with Jafufu rerunning. Oh, that's right, Kai. I got Jafufu on that rerun. I remember now. Yep. Okay, let's go to version 2.4 banner. Let's see what 2.4 got going on. 2.4 had a rerun of both these niggas right here. Right? People are like, yo, where's the Hugo rerun? Hugo reran. And they're playing around with the Totalize mechanic now. So maybe Totalize may be coming back into the meta now. Or they may dive deep into the Totalize meta now with version 3 moving forward. Okay, let's go to version 2.5, which was obviously new Void Hunter plus other characters. So they reran, you know, Alice and Homegirl, Astra along with Sambi. Some good characters reran. And not only that, you could literally get a free 5-star character selector from, of course, doing the... Actually, I can't remember what this shit was. Was it a spending event? I don't remember it being a spending event. I think it was a spending event for version 2.5. For you to get one of the 5-star characters along with the standard 5-star characters and their weapon. I think this was a spending event, which is why I was able to get Homegirl Jane Doe. So I would argue a handful of people got the Jane Doe recently. 2.6. Yes, I need to search up 2.6 banners because I need to refresh my brain. Okay, 2.6. We had these niggas rerun. Now, some of these are leak information shits and not actually the full breakdown. Yeah, some of these are these fucking AI voice videos. I gotta remember that. Okay, here we go. This feels more valid and accurate. Yep. This is the banner review. Okay, so we had Arya, Suna, Yishin, and Yuzaha. Also, this is how many polls we got from version 2.6, but niggas don't want to mention that apparently. 2.7. Yes, I got to just go through the line. 2.7. We had these niggas here rerun, and then of course 2.8 we had these niggas here. Actually, we can go back to find out when did Jane Doe rerun. So let's go to version 1. Let's go to 1.4 banners. Let's see what we can find. This is 3.0. I need version 1.4 banners. That's what I'm here for. Come on, show me 1.4. 1.4. Where are them 1.4 banners? I hate when the new shit start cluttering the old shit. Okay. Miyabi and Haramasa was there. I think these two were on the banner for the entire month, actually. I don't think there was a second phase. I don't remember there being a second phase. Someone correct me in the comment section below. Let's go to banners 1.5. That was Astra and Evelyn. Oh, here you go. Yep. We had Qingyi, Evelyn, Astra, and Ellen Joe. This was clearly bullshit. 1.6. Who reran in 1.6? We had these two niggas, but who reran with them? You boy got to look far and wide for info. Oh, here we go. This shit right here. This was 1.6. I have to go to 1.7. It was on 1.7 rerun. Banner. Oh wow, look at that. One 1.7 was about a year ago. So 1.7 had Homegirl on there, clearly. Phase 1 banner. Yeah. So it has been about a year since her rerun, but they recently allowed for players to directly purchase her in version 1.5. So you didn't need to pull for the character, but you know, if you're a free-to-play player, you didn't get your hands on her because of that. So you're probably waiting longer for the rerun. So yeah, it's been a bit. It's been a bit since she had a rerun banner. So, valid to complain about, I guess, but not really because it's not that big of a deal. Just wait for her to rerun.
Like, why? Like, there's so many other characters that need a rerun. Why is Suna the one that is getting one when she just came out? I think they're trying to, like, hold on, wait, I think they're not trying to have another one of these situations. I think that's what's going on, but I don't think they realize that Suna sold, if not almost as worse as a freaking male character, by the way. A male character!
That you're now bitching about? First it was lolly characters, now you're bitching about the existence of male characters selling in a gacha game? So which one is it? It seems like you don't want lolly characters, nor do you want fucking male characters in the game, which is completely antithetical to a good handful of people that, you know, want these two characters in the game, these two character types in the game. Because not everyone is a big fan of big titties, big ass. If anything, people getting tired of it. I'm not one of those people, but I know there's people who get tired of it.
So,
and then again, he's not mentioning the fact that literally the Void Hunter came out in 2.5, and they had a spinning event in version 2.5, by the way. And also, why the money numbers are low in terms of people spending money in version 2.6 was low was because we got a whole bunch of free pulls. As y'all saw from that YouTube short earlier, we got at least 150 free pulls. If I am to estimate that number, if that number is correct to go by off, right? We had that many free pulls given to us throughout, or rather at the start of version 2.6, literally. So again, there was no need for people to spend money when they were giving out so many free pulls to guarantee that we'd at least get one, or if not both, of the Angel of Delusion members before the third one came out. So obviously, the low numbers for version 2.6 are going to look that way. And again, he's still using this old chart. Where's the new chart at for that accounts for version 2.7 and 2.8? Where are those charts numbers? Where are those at for the iOS? But he keeps showing the chart for 2.6, and then that's the end all be all. It's like, where's the rest of the chart? We need more. Update this fucking chart, cornball, if you're gonna keep using this as your end all be all gotcha argument for your video.
My thing is what is going on? Yes, bro, Suna basically sold slightly, and guys, when I mean slightly, I mean so slightly.
The fact that he's running on this logic of if the character does not make a certain type of money, therefore the game is failing, is so stupid, knowing damn well that Hoyoverse created an environment for their own games to ensure that none of their games EOS. Literally, they can release a new game right now and that bitch will not EOS. That shit will last for at least 6 months. And then whatever audience that they've managed to cultivate over the course of 6 months is going to stick around, and whatever players that they didn't cultivate, they're going to go back to their other games or just quit all Hoyoverse games entirely. Literally, it's a business strategy.
Above a male character, that is pathetic. Mind you, look at Yi Swung up here. I don't, them re-releasing her, honestly, that is a, business move, marketing move. Go ahead, do that, because that's gonna be your moneymaker. Low-key, if you don't have YG, you better get her. You don't even need that. Like, you can use free units for YG, like, and you good. Quite frankly, you are good. I don't know if they trying to make it to where the sales look good for the higher ups or whatnot, because they release YG and then we're gonna summon on the win attribute character. I have no doubt in my mind that this probably will.
Why are we acting like 7 mil, 13 mil, whatever mil around those those number ranges is not good money. Why are we acting like that's not good money? Oh my goodness, almost fell to my death by jumping off the cliff in fucking Stellar Blade. I got Stellar Blade still booted up right now. Almost fell to my doom. Crazy.
It will be a good money making patch. That being said though, why is Suna here though?
Because she's a good support character, as I explained earlier, but I'm not going to repeat that.
So I don't like that. I didn't like that at all. So again, we got the new characters and all of that. Like again, I would be lying if I said Yi Swang's sister did not look you know, I can't say it. Listen, I don't want the page new. Bro, what is that a fly? Regardless, right? Yi Swang, you know, looks great. Her outfit does quite literally look like it's a color change and that's it. Like literally look at this. Like look at it. Why look worse, huh?
Yeah, these are bad takes by somebody who doesn't know what art is, and yet thinks these takes that he's giving are valid. These are not valid. This nigga can't even properly articulate why it's bad. He's just saying, oh, well, because they have different colors, therefore it's bad. What? Ninth, third grade logic, bro. Anyway, let's continue.
What? How was that even possible? How does it look worse? Over here, why do I low-key like this design a little bit more, even though she does look like Yi Swang's mother, than this one over here, which is a black color, which I'm a black guy and I'm wearing black right now and I'm wearing a black beanie.
You being a nigga has nothing to do with this conversation, bro. Cut that shit out. I swear I hate when niggas do shit like that. Now, have I done shit like this sometimes? Yeah, sure. But it's never been to this egregious degree that he does it. This is that cornball nigga shit. Where it's like, oh my god. Because, like, he's mentioned this whole BBC shit multiple times. So, not only is he doing it here for the art thing, but now he's doing it again. Or we've already seen him do this shit multiple times in different areas of his videos that I've reacted to. It's like, bro, lay off it already. Your skin color is fucking irrelevant, my nigga. It's by far the most dullest thing about you anyway. You being black does not make you more interesting. Stop it.
Beanie, like what? That doesn't add up regardless, right? Okay, now we get into, if not one of the most stupidest moments of the live stream. What do you mean there is 3 Sunbringers? Like, guys, look at this. It is 3.
Oh, wow. The game telling you lore about Sunbringer and that fact that there's 3 Sunbringers who all have different roles in different departments related to the new area and how the new area operates. Suddenly, that's a bad thing. That's like saying Genshin Impact having 2 Archons per region that we had a trend of was a bad thing. Oh, Raiden Shogun, Raiden Makoto, Ruka Devada, Nahida, Farina, Focalor, Mavwika, Shibalanke. Granted, there's other niggas a part of the power succession of Archon, but you get the point. Right? That's essentially what this bitching is, and it's stupid. Like, what are we talking about? Why are we complaining about something like this? Like, again, suddenly Xenozone Zero makes a character into 3 variations of said character. Now it's a bad thing. The idea is a bad thing now, when we've seen this happen in different pieces of fiction as well, where characters obtain or characters hold on to characters' names or of like important people or like variations of said important person. This is like bitching over the fact that Ben 10 have different variations of himself. Actually, let's show this. Let me do this. Ben 10 Omniverse Bins. Well, let me do this. I should have did this. Evil Bins. Here we go, right here. Y'all see that shit? These are evil variations of Ben 10. Some of them are literally Ben 10, while only one of them, Albedo, he's not really Ben 10. He's a Galvin who, unfortunately, you know, tampered with the Omnitrix so he can prove that he's worthy of it. You know, fucked up his DNA in the process, and the default DNA to the Omnitrix was Ben Tennyson's DNA, which transformed him into Ben Tennyson. Of course, you know, different, you know, things happened in the story where his color changes. He damages the form, the human form of Benton that he is in. He damages it by, you know, trying to lock fists with Ben. Fucked up his physical form of the Benton DNA. Then later in Omniverse, homeboy gets his Ultimatrix hacked into by Azimuth, who uses it to recalibrates his Omnitrix to not reset the DNA, but to set the DNA of Ben 10 to the DNA belonging to 10-year-old Ben 10. So he kind of like reverted the DNA of Ben 10 back to the 10-year-old age. So that's why Albedo Ben, the little dude with the red and black shirt over there, the reason he looks the way that he looks is because of the fact that, you know, his Omnitrix got tampered with by Azimuth, the original creator of the Omnitrix. This, that, and the third. Also, my phone restarted just now. I don't remember restarting my phone, but nonetheless, right? Different variations of Ben. Again, this is not a new concept. This has been a concept for years. The idea of a variation of one character having multiple variations of themselves. We've seen this in Dragon Ball as well. How many times have we seen variations of Goku? We've seen Goku Black. What's that cornball's name that looks like Goku with the Saiyan armor, but he got black hair and whatever? I think his name is Turles, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong, right? We got so many different instances of variations of one character, or one character being split into 3 versions of themselves, all sharing the same name and title, or characters sharing the same name and title, or just sharing the same title, right? For like in Art Knights, right? The Tishin, right? I thought Tishin was Homegirl's title, but apparently that is the title of everyone who's been the Tishin of Wuling. So they have Tishin slapped onto their name. Not Pan Yan, but the Panda Man from Art Knights, he has the Tishin title as well, because he was a former Tishin, right? This is nothing new, but Homeboy acting like this is some new content or a new thing that this Zenless is doing that's such a bad move, when it's like, no, this is a move multiple pieces of games and fiction and media have done over and over again.
3 Sunbringers. What are we doing? For one, why did they even show this? Why did you?
Because it's important to the story. That's why they showed it. So what type of dumbass logic is that? Especially for the 3.0 special program. Of course they're gonna show stuff like this. Because it's gonna make people curious to know, okay, so what exactly is the situation going here? They even mention it in the special program when they talk about it. And they're like, maybe there's something going on here. Who knows? You may have to play the story to find out.
Bro, why did you show this? Like, why? Like, what's up with like ZZZ and them spoiling the story? Like, gang, I don't care. Like,
Spoil? Oh my god! Then don't watch the special programs, retard ass nigga. You don't want to be spoiled by the story, which, mind you, the special programs don't really spoil the story like that. They really don't. They hint towards what you're going to expect or experience or might experience in the story, but they don't outright spoil every fucking piece of detail and piece of important information that's in the damn story in the fucking special program. But let's say they hint at something that's a bit of a spoiler to you, or that you perceive as a spoiler. Don't watch the fucking special program then, dumbass, to prevent yourself from being spoiled by anything story related. Stay off the internet for a while. That's easy to do. Why are we trying to put the blame on Zenless for doing something all gacha games do that are all live service games? This is like complaining about Marvel Rivals revealing the next character that they're putting in the game. That's what this is. This is essentially that equivalent. And it's so fucking stupid. If you didn't want to get spoiled by it, why the fuck are you tuning in to the social medias of said live service game that are giving us new information related to X thing? Why? Why are you doing that? What type of complaint is this?
yeah, let me experience the story when I play the story. This would have been so good. Like, I still would have been dogging on it, of course, but like, bro, I would have been like, okay, well, like now.
Bro, you would have hated it regardless. Why the fuck are you lying? Come on. Move around. Anyway.
I'm looking at this, right? And just judging based off how ZZZ is, judging based off the framing and all of that, I'm not liking these designs.
Not even liking the designs yet, can't even see the full body of the design, yet you're quick to judge it saying it's bad. Sure. The only character design that you could see fully was hers. Everyone else, we don't even know what they even fully look like. They are a mystery. We're getting to see her off the rip.
I'm not. Mind you, they already had she already lost half of her aura on the first one, right? Do we need to? Right,
how she lost half her aura? Because she showed a little bit of cleavage. That's enough for women to lose aura. That's kind of crazy to say, especially considering Stellar Blade exists. A game that probably would be more towards your fancy, honestly. But but you want a full-blown porn game, so you don't actually care for an actual good game. So yeah, there's that. Literally, claiming that a female character lost aura because she has revealing skin is by far some of the most retarded takes I've heard someone give ever. I'm gonna say that right now. Even Stellar Blade never loses her aura no matter what outfit she wears, because she rocks every outfit she's in, and she kicks ass in every outfit she's in. Literally a bad bitch from top to bottom. Amen, hallelujah, thank God for the female form that he created. Nonetheless.
I gotta pull it up.
Oh, to further prove my point about Stellar Blade, hold up. Let me actually do this. Let me further prove this point. Oh, I was gonna go straight to my channel. Fuck going to my channel, I can just search it up. Damn, they're showing the new game. I'm not trying to see any of the new game stuff. I'm trying to see the old game stuff. Okay, let's do Eve outfit. Let's just do that, right? So you can just get a view of the screen. Homegirl is littered with outfits. Tell me, how exactly does she lose aura by showing off her skin or having cool variation of outfits? Oh, I didn't know they had outfits like that, but that's interesting. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? How does this bad bitch lose aura? So in the same vein, how does Sunbringer lose aura because she showed a bit of her cleavage? How? The answer is it doesn't make sense. It's a subjective opinion being pushed as fact, despite the fact it doesn't make any lick of sense. Because you can't calculate someone's aura. You can't calculate it. You genuinely can't. Because aura is a feeling, not some concrete thing that we can actually calculate. Anyway, back to the point.
Pull it up. So already, right? Already, this is her design right here. I don't know in which Loki, but like Loki, do I prefer the other design where she had the whole like black robe on, looking way colder, way colder? People want to cope by saying that, like, no, she looked way colder back then. Sure, this one.
Yeah, that was a cope. She did look cool back then, but again, that was back then. Can female characters not change their outfits over the course of 100 years, or are they supposed to stay in the same outfit 24/7? Also, who dictates that the character stays in the same outfit all the damn time? And from the teaser trailer, the lore trailer for the game, who's to say that they're supposed to stay in those old outfits, that they can change whenever the fuck they want? Is it a necessity that they have to stay in those old outfits? If the answer is no across the board, then what the fuck are we complaining about? Oh, because she looked cooler. I mean, cool, that's a subjective opinion. Thanks for that. But that's not enough to say that X character needed to stay in her old outfit. That's not enough. Sorry. That's not even enough of a reason, in my opinion.
Is okay. I don't mind that. What I do mind though, this what even this is? What do you mean it's 3 Sunbringers? 3 Sunbringers? I'm gonna need a very, very good explanation of this. Very, very.
And watch, he very, very do not play the actual story. And if he does, someone send it my way so I can see his playthrough and how bad faith it was when the time comes. Please and thank you.
Very good explanation of this, because just judging based off this, what do you mean it's 3 Sunbrings and why does they look like stop it, no comment, and just no comment. Like, what is that? Like, what is that? Like. And before people start saying that, oh, it's just you, bro, you're the only one that's hating, as always, which I'm not hating.
Yes, you are. Stop lying. And the people who are also hating are niggas who also have the dumbass mindset of thinking that Sunbringer was going to be in the same outfit that she was in the teaser trailer for the game before the game released. Which is stupid, by the way. Right? That's like saying, oh, because you saw Venti in his Archon outfit in a cutscene of the past, revealing something that happened in the past, therefore it's bad that he's not in his Archon outfit 24/7 as we play it through Genshin's story. And that does not just goes to Venti, but that goes to every Archon character in the game. Y'all remember how Kujusara in the 2D artwork that depicted her, at least from Kazuha's memory, it depicted her of having a sword for a weapon. But when her character was revealed, and when we progressed through the story of Inazuma, she was revealed not to have a weapon, but she was revealed to have a weapon, but it wasn't a sword; it was a bow and arrow. So this could easily mean that the devs decided to change her weapon type before her character release. Or better yet, she changed weapons in universe from the sword to the bow because, you know, she probably prefers the bow more.
I'm just stating the facts. Wish they didn't reveal 3 Sunbringer too early. Exactly. Way too early. Like, why? For one, why is there 3 Sunbringers? 2,
It's not a reveal when they literally mention. It is technically it's a reveal, but we already saw one of these Sunbringers already. It's not even that big of a deal of a spoiler. Honest to God, in my opinion, I don't think it's that big of a spoiler. Because all we know, the Sunbringer thing could just be a title someone gets, aka revealing a little bit of lore. This is like complaining about the fact that, you know, we found out the fact that, you know, Archons can change positions, and that the person who is the Archon of the current region doesn't stay the same Archon all the time. Right? Again, Rukavada, Nahida. They even revealed that Nahida was known as Lesser Lord Kusanali to us. And I'm pretty sure it was the summertime event before the story for Sumeru actually started. Someone could argue that that's a spoiler. Especially for niggas who knew about this before the 3.0 Sumeru story dropped. Because, you know, not everyone played that summertime event, and some people missed out on it.
2, the design.
And also, why the fuck are we taking the opinions of people on Reddit seriously? Reddit is a cesspool. It's a cesspool. Wait, am I saying that right? It's a cesspit. There we go. Just like Twitter. Why are we taking these niggas' opinions seriously? These are the same niggas who bitch about fucking Silverwolf. It's new design and being like, oh, they didn't change anything with her design when you blatantly see changes in it. And people are acting like, oh, they just copy paste her design when no the fuck they didn't.
Terrible. 3rd, like, just why would you do that? Like, just genuinely why? I'd say everything else is fine besides Norma's outfit is literally so disgusting. They put a child.
Here we go yet again. They're claiming that the character is a child, despite the fact there's no proof that she is a child. Literally basing off her body type, claiming that she's a child. AKA, we have the niggas who hate lolly characters playing Zenless Zone Zero, despite the fact they morally grandstand about lolly characters shouldn't be sexualized, but they're playing a game that sexualizes lolly characters. And we have underage characters who don't even look like lollies either, AKA Ellen Joe, prime example. So these niggas are blatant hypocrites who don't stand on their morals and completely fold to their morals to play their favorite gacha game, aka they're hypocrites.
Out in an outfit like this, so she's a child. I didn't even know her age. I mean, if
They didn't show her age, they didn't even prove her age, but niggas are claiming that she's a child purely based off looks.
so, this is not even surprising. ZZ is known for. I mean, just go ahead and look up Suna in the Suna that is a toddler in a maid outfit with a book bag.
Said a toddler in a maid outfit. Toddlers, last time I checked, are not 3 feet tall. Toddlers, last time I checked, can't even speak proper English. Toddlers, last time I checked, can't even wear book bags. They can't even feed themselves. Yet Suna can do all those things. So she's clearly not a toddler. But this happens when you misuse words, and words lose their fucking meaning because niggas want to be stupid on the internet to morally grandstand about things. And this nigga is bitching about a lolly character. He must have forgot. Don't worry, I got y'all. This cornball must have forgot what he did in NTE. And I'm never going to let him drop that. If I find out this video was removed, I'm going to pull up my own reaction. That proves what I'm talking about. Don't worry, I got y'all. I got y'all right here. So hilarious how he sits there and does this. Where is that video? It was a while ago. Here we go, found it. This video right here.
Oh.
He want to bitch about lolly characters, yet he pulled for a lolly character, a 5-star lolly character in NTE. How long ago was this? A month ago? Let me look at this comment section real quick. Oh yeah, that's my comment I left on here. Oh, no one called him out on his blatant hypocrisy. Oh, so there's an echo chamber here in this community, clearly. But again, he pulled for a child character in NTE, spent $500 that he claims he spent on it as well. Again, he complains about lolly characters, yet he spent money on lolly characters in other gacha games. Hypocrite. Anyway, And the same goes for the rest of these niggas too.
Back on Denise demeanor back to school bus. This is not even surprising for ZZ, and honestly,
Again, he says that. Yet here's this character who's clearly looks like she could be in middle school. Yet he jumped for joy when he got this character. Actually, let me rewind that for y'all. Let me do y'all right. Watch this. Check it.
wait, S rank. Hold on, wait.
Natalie Colucci.
Wait a minute, bro. I just spent $29 and you turned it that whole time. I spent $29 for that.
Whose greatness cannot be concealed by the night.
Oh wow. I mean, while I am happy, like, dang, it's kind of made me like, I just got that dopamine rush, but then I just realized that wait, I gotta go for another copy. Oh wow. Okay.
So he wanted to get another copy of a child character. Basically, his logic.
Honestly, this is why I'm low-key looking at these designs like, bro, what are we doing? What are you doing?
And lolly characters have always been a part of anime and manga, by the way. And I recently found out about a video that someone sent my way on Discord about the lolicon boom. That was one of the big 3 booms that happened in history. Actually, I think I may need to pull this video up, actually. If I can find it here on YouTube. I hope I can find it here on YouTube. Okay. Actually, let me search on here. What were the 3 big booms in manga and anime history? Search. This is talking about the big 3 era. I'm not talking about the big 3 of shonen. Stupid ass AI. I'm not talking about this. Okay, I gotta be more direct. Hold up, wait a minute. What was the lolicon boom in anime and manga? Of course, we're going down this route. This is not. Oh, here we go. Idol boom. Comments global. Oh, here we go. Actually, I wonder if I can find the video by going to videos. Unless it's gonna be the same bullshit as always. Yep, same bullshit as always. This is why when anime becomes too mainstream. Oh, here we go. The thing about Rebecca. Yep. These niggas, Project Red, did not want Rebecca in the anime, but guess what? She stayed, and thank God for that. Because the artist for this show was like, nope, she gotta stay. So there's that. Niggas are surprised that Mushoku Tensei ended up being well liked because it's a fucking good story, that's why. But niggas want to claim that it's a pedophile anime with no fucking proof to back that up. And I've had extensive arguments with niggas in comment sections about Mushoku Tensei. Anyway. Let's see. Background? Does it show much? It doesn't show nothing. Background 1.1 novel. At least the concept of Latino was introduced through the translation of oh my god. They're using this shit as the kickoff point. When it's not. Oh, actually. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this was this cornballs. But we're not worried about this cornball shit because this nigga's cornball shit is unrelated to the lolly stuff that we're talking about in relation to lolly characters in anime and manga. So this is unrelated to what we're talking about. This, moving forward, is. Meanwhile, in Japan, mainstream mass media in the 1970s, the image of girls emerged as a symbol of cuteness and innocence. What led this trend strongly was the so-called idol boom. Singers with young, friendly girl next door image appeared, such as Agnes Chan in 1972 and Moe Yamaguchi in 1973. And as they achieved great commercial success, it gradually became natural for male audiences to openly consume the immature aesthetics of adolescent women. These realistic idol culture. Wait, this realistic idol culture developed along with the kawaii consumer culture that spread again against the backdrop of Japan's rapid growth and prosperity use in comics. In parallel with this mainstream idol culture, romance comics targeting young girls and young female readers also entered a new heyday. Writers included 24-year-old experience with new narrative. 24-year-old experienced or experimented with new narratives and styles and introduced topics such as psychology, gender, and sexuality. This change also attracted adult male readers to romance comics. Previously, only men read boy comics and only women read female romance comics. But these people read romance comics and even created their own. Right? So this is basically just explaining how shit went down as time went on. Right? Where this lolly character boom shit happened. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. Ooh, I may read this on my off time, actually. Hold on. About the global sexual revolution in the West as a counter culture of the 1960s broke down sexual taboos. Illegal program depicting minors such as was commercially distributed, obviously, because that's, real people, not fictional characters. But Japan early originally understood within the scope of fine art or naturalization. Actually, this is a very interesting read, actually. Rendering photo book. It was a readers, but published context of progressive sexual liberation. Okay, this is some new info that I did not know about. This must be this is some new info. You know what? I'm going to read this on my off time because this is always good to learn something new related to these topics. Interesting. Oh, wait a minute. What? Hold up. What's this? However, this trend faced backlash in the late 1980s and declined as many male readers began to prefer images of girls in cartoons and animations to actual photos. Man, if this doesn't prove that this whole quote-unquote lolly engaging in lolly content goes down the route of pedophilia, if this does not disprove it, I don't know what else does. Like, bro, literally, bruh, what? These niggas weren't fucking with any real life crap. They were like, bro, I want my anime characters. Oh, that's interesting as shit. I'm gonna read this on my off time, actually. We're gonna get back to the reaction, but that's interesting. I need to read all that.
This design, okay, look, listen, this design over here is basically this design, like right here, because like the frame, the whole.
Bro, did you just say that these two were the same design? You literally see homegirl have big ass headgear. If not, these are horns. She does not have that. She's wearing blue. She got gold on. Just because the shoulders are exposed does not mean they're wearing the same outfit. What type of retarded ass take?
The whole frame just looks like this frame over here. This one might be the only one where it's like normal.
Bro, you could argue that frame 1 and frame 3 look the same. But we know that's not true either. They're blatantly distinct from each other. The fact that you're claiming that they're all the same is stupid.
Normal. This one over here is like probably it's as close as I don't even know. Like that one, even that one looks off, bro. Genuinely, like that's why I'm like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like I don't like it.
You're right. What am I doing listening to this nonsense? Oh, that's right. I'm making content and making fun of retarded niggas. Or a retarded nigga, rather. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I just don't like. Are you hyped for 3.0? To be honest, the live stream was okay-ish, which is how I felt. Which is not me trying to like people, bro. People think I hate ZZZ, and then they think I'm a woo-wah shell when I literally criticize woo-wah, and I literally criticize every game I play. Like, what are we?
That's not true, bro. Even your criticism of woo-wah was nothing. Genuinely, it was bare bones worth of a criticism. But your criticism of any Hoyo game or any NTE or even fucking, what was the other game? Art Nights that you didn't play. Well, I'm assuming you didn't play because you spoke great on Art Nights as if you played the game when you didn't. What was another game that came out recently? What was another gacha game? I think that was the only ones, right? Yeah. So, and you were also a Doom poster of NTE, but then tried to act like, oh, I wasn't a Doom poster by saying, oh, they proved the Doom posters wrong when you were one of the Doom posters on top of that. That's the thing that blew my mind. It's like, bro, you know you contributed to that, right? Don't act like you didn't contribute to it.
What are we talking about? Like, oh my gosh, like, bro, I can't.
Also, if you want to prove that he criticizes Wuwa just as much as all these other games, let's actually take a look at that. First of all, this is not criticizing the game when you're showing off you're spending money for a lolly character. So let's go ahead and make that clear. If we really want to play this game. Anyway, let's take a look. Let's take a look at all the Wuwa criticism videos he claims he made. Okay. I'm not seeing it. Oh, the Cyberpunk collab. He's claimed that was 4 days ago. But yet, this is something everyone criticized. So this ain't nothing unique. This ain't really nothing new. But you know, criticism is a criticism. Where's the next video related to Withering Waves? Let's keep looking. Oh, wow. He's claiming that Anata as a gacha game already failed. Oh, my lord. Here we go. Let's keep going. Where's the next Wuwa video? This Honkai Star Rail's on this side, so there's no Wuwa video. Nope. Oh, 2 weeks ago, spent $500 on Dinia. I ain't spent nowhere near that amount. Let's keep going. Okay, here we go. 2 weeks ago again. Wuwa ruined its anniversary because leaks of the characters, I guess? Not really understanding that logic, but okay. Let's see. Nope, no Wuwa criticism. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, and also nope. Nope, Here we go, right here. Wuwa X collab is here. David plus Lucy confirmed 4 weeks ago. This is not a criticism video. I'm seeing more NTE on my screen than the other, and Zenless Zone Zero than any other games. That's what I'm seeing right now. Withering Waves a month ago. Pulling for Hiyuki. Spent $500. Not a criticism video. A month ago. Spent $500 for Nanali. Not a criticism for Withering Waves. Nope. And nope. Nope. Also, that's a Zenless video. Nope. 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 Nah. Oh, Wuwa second anniversary just disrespected every free-to-play player. This was a month ago. Actually, I don't know how the second anniversary. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. Wait a minute. I was yapping about it like crazy with the second anniversary. I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened with the second anniversary. I'm trying to fucking remember what exactly. Oh, it was the adversary. Okay, so that's like the second criticism video of this entire channel related to Withering Waves. Let's continue. He stopped talking about Art Nights a month ago, so because you know he doesn't play the fucking game. Again, claiming that the filler 6.5 was filler. It wasn't filler. Okay, where's the next? Nope, not seeing another criticism video. At best, this nigga has 2 criticism videos of Withering Waves. At best. Every other video is glazing it, gooning to it, or what have you, or spending money on it. Zenless player reacts to Hiyuki and Dinia gameplay Wuwa anniversary leaks. This is on the right side of my screen, by the way. It says Wuwa won. Wuwa won what? They weren't. What competition was there between Wuwa and Zenless at the time? None that I knew of. Anyway. I don't really know what this is about. This probably is a criticism video, or this is just him, you know, lying about something that's happening. Let's see what other. This is not a criticism video. If anything, this is him defending Hiyuki's design. Anyway. What type of dumbass question? Should you play Zenless in fucking 2026? Of course. It's your choice. Anyway, oh, look at that. 2 months ago, creators are dropping Artnet's infill. Woo-wah better. Thumbnail, right side of the screen. Not seeing a lot of Woo-wah criticism videos that he claims that he makes. Not really seeing a lot. And we reached the bottom of the screen, too. Not seeing a lot of them, my guy. Anyway, let's proceed.
Can't make this up. Regardless, right? It was okay. It was okay. It was okay. Mind you, this is not even the anniversary, which I don't know why they didn't. They should have pushed it up to where the anniversary was I don't know. They should have did something. Regardless,
the anniversary is literally next month. They have no reason to push it forward to this month when it literally is next month. It's lining up with the date of the game's release. It makes no sense to push it forward at all, because then people are going to expect it to be pushed forward moving forward every version update when the anniversary drops.
The rewards, rewards are anniversary level, so who knows how that. Now they better not reduce the rewards for the actual anniversary, regardless, right?
There's no proof of that.
To be honest, the live stream was okay for me. Everyone knew the pyros and the outfit will be free, so nothing new. Yeah, nothing new there. Everyone knew about the personas and all of that, which I still don't like, by the way. Do not like that. I don't.
He doesn't like it because he's stuck in season 1 nostalgia bait, and he thinks season 1 is the superior season to every season moving forward of the game, which is retarded as shit. Season 1 was cool, but it also had its flaws as well. A lot of flaws, if we're being fucking honest.
Don't like that. No, I don't like that Wise and Bell are having a freaking persona and they're on the battlefield. Did they earn it? Did they earn it? Okay. They introduced
He didn't play the story either throughout season 2, so he does not know why it is that they're personally on the battlefield. He didn't play the latter end of season 1 story as well, which revealed why it is that they're physically there in the hollows on the battlefield as well. So there's that to also consider for niggas who don't know, for niggas who are new here.
No new buffs for any agents. I'm assuming they saving that for the actual anniversary. Added a trash dismantling system for drives. Just saying they noticed the feedback instead of giving a re-rolling system. 2, 3, no agents added to the token shop, which many were expecting. Caesar, Zhu Young, etc. I hate.
That's fine. We can literally wait the next version update to see what they're gonna do. It's not really that big of a deal, in my honest to God opinion. Especially looking at how Star Rail has done it. They put characters on their fucking on that fucking token shit during the anniversary of last year, I believe, and I think they did it again this year as well with Hoo Hoo and Ho-Ho and Argenti. So just expect it to happen on the anniversary for Xenoblade Zero, which is next month. So that's not really a big deal.
Hate that they're advertising 10 pulls and as if we didn't get those in every update. Personally, I think the only thing to be excited for is
Again, this is the special. Again, this is not the fucking anniversary update, so I think that's fine that they're advertising that. I don't think that's a big deal, in my opinion.
Sister Yisung's mother and the lore behind the 3 Sunbreakers.
Wait a minute. Oh, I have to reread that shit. Cause I'm about to say this is community post that we're reading. Anyway.
Yep, that's really about it. Keep it a buck. That's how I kind of.
This person littered in a lot of their personal opinions in here when it shouldn't have been their personal opinions littered in here. Their personal opinions should have came after they wrote the post, not and all the information that's needed or related to the version 3.0 update and what we're gonna get. If anything, we didn't mention the fact that we're getting a new area to explore, even though, of course, that's obvious. But at the same time, I feel like that's worth mentioning, especially if we're going to complain about the amount of pulls we're going to get for the version update. Why aren't we talking about those as well? This ain't like they're giving us collab pulls that don't relate to us pulling for characters every version update with the standard currency that we usually get. This ain't that situation. So why aren't we mentioning that? Because that also plays a role in here too.
I feel like everything else was just a little bit of noise, nothing new area, new place. It's not like an open world, so it's not like we're finna be seeing nothing too.
Even though it's not an open world, it's still more than enough to entice you to look around and explore the area. Season 2 was literally explored or played around with open world exploration. Even though it wasn't fully open world exploration, it played around with it a little bit. But again, he wouldn't know that because they've enhanced hollow exploration in the game to be more open rather than just we went into the hollow, we fought monsters, we ran out. Simple. Right? Now we do that plus fight bosses, do puzzles in the open world and so on. Or semi-open world.
too crazy, but you know, it's something, right?
Which honestly, the open world or semi-open world exploration was honestly the replacement for the TV mode, because the TV mode, we kind of did all that in the TV mode, but it wasn't nowhere near what the fuck it, you know, what we got in season 2 and season 3 moving forward after the removal of the TV mode.
Right. Outside of that, I'm only excited for the new win attribute characters, and I'm really interested to see what type of tomfoolery they about to do with Sunbringer. I am actually genuinely like, cause like, why does Sunbringer again look like this? What is this? Why did they?
This is like complaining that Cyrene had the lolly character build before her character release. This is essentially what this complaint is. This is like, why are there 3 versions of Cyrene? Actually, you know what? why am I acting like I can't just search this shit up right now? HSR or Cyrene, all forms. Here we go, right here. Cyrene evolutions. These are all 3 forms she turns into, by the way, in the game, or that we see in the story of the game. She was the AI, then she transformed from the AI into Mim, transformed from the Mim, or actually it may be the other way around. She may have transferred, I think it was the AI first, then actually, you know what, why am I acting like I don't know the answer? I took a picture of the fucking evolutionary stage. It should be on my fucking PS5. I got my PS5 open right now, so let me just go through albums. Let's go to Star Rail. Let's go to screenshots. Oh, hold up, album, Star Rail. Just fixated on screenshots because that's gonna give me what I'm looking for. Media type, screenshots. All right, now let's scroll backwards in time to not even that long ago, honestly. Ah, shit. My screen captures ain't here. Holy guaca fucking moly. I must have moved them onto my storage device. Okay. Okay, so next best option is to just boot up Star Rail, honestly. But to the point, all these are the forms of Cyrene. We've seen her in all 3 forms. She went from the little mem creature to the lolly form, and then to the big girl form. Big titty, big ass form. And then boom. Hold up, wait a minute. Second form was what? Lolly Cyrene. Lolly Cyrene goes through her story and evolves into this. We got 3 variations of this character. Technically speaking, Lolly Cyrene is the original Cyrene, whereas Mim and Big Cyrene is the AI. Is one of the new spores, the new spore AI that survived Lygas's, you know, erasure of the system and evolved and became the Aeon of Remembrance, aka it became a god. So yeah, but all these are variations of Cyrene. This ain't nothing new to Hoyoverse.
Why did they even reveal this? I'm actually mad that they revealed this. Nah, screw Hoyo outright. Yeah, I ain't trying to get demonetized, boy. They're really giving Suna and YG a rerun already when there is a bunch of units who haven't gotten one in ages. I'm saying, like, where's Miyabi? Where is Yanagi? Where's
These niggas lying. Miyabi recently had a rerun. What are you talking about? It was about a year ago. It was version 2.1. Now, again, this complaint about rerun characters, literally just fucking wait for it. Gene fucking just wait. It's not that big of a deal. If you want to get these characters so badly, skip all these other characters, wait for the rerun. Or better yet, wait for them to implement the characters into the shop so you can get it directly, or wait for them to release a banner system where you can get the older characters from version 1, version 2, so on, moving forward in the game, kind of like how Genshin did with the Chronicle banner thing. Which, honestly, kind of crazy that the Chronicle banner doesn't really appear that often. It kind of appears every here and again, but it doesn't really appear very often. But again, these are the opinions of niggas on Reddit. Now they're claiming that, seriously, this shit 3.0 is poorly ripping off was one thing. Wait, hold up, what? Seriously, this shit 3.0 is poorly ripping off was one thing. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck? What does that even mean? Poorly ripping off what? What are they ripping off? Anyway.
Oh, yeah, bro, where is Zhu Young? There are so many characters that deserve to get a rerun. Jane Doe, oh my goodness, bro. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jane Doe has not came back since the time I summoned for her on my channel, which is like, bro, that was a year ago. Oh my goodness, like what the? It's been.
When did he pull for her? Version 1.7? Because that's when she had a rerun, I believe. Or was it 1.6? I'm pretty sure it was 1.7.
8 years since Jane Doe has came out. Go ahead and give her, let her release. So key, let her release. Even though she is garbaggio, still let her.
How do you know she's garbage? How? Have you used her in meta to determine that she's genuinely garbage, or are you regurgitating talking points that you heard other people say?
Release. Seriously, the 3.0 is poorly ripping off was one thing, and for the most part it can be ignored, but really that's the reruns we get. Seriously, who makes these backward decisions at Hoya?
Bro, again, who gives a fuck? Literally just wait. You're playing a live service gacha game. They can rerun these characters at any moment. We don't know, but to sit here and act like this is probably the biggest egregious thing about 3.0 is stupid.
Hoyo. Yeah, the YG is understandable, but Suna is so recent. Exactly, like Suna just came out, bro.
Let's read this. Dylan would have been a much better choice for both new and veteran players. The same could be said about Suna, considering what Suna provides to attack agents and anomaly agents, which I read earlier. So this person's take that they're giving is genuinely, how can I say this, retarded as shit. To say that Dylan would have been better for both veteran and old players, knowing damn well that Suna can also be argued in the same vein. The same thing with Jofufu as well, and Zhao Zhao potentially. It's like, what are we talking about, my guy?
Bro, the Angels of Toddlers just had a whole campaign.
And look at this right here. Read this. Me and a lot of people assumed it would be Miyabi. Think about it. Sungoose got her debut. Then Jiyin got a rerun. It would make sense that Miyabi and Yanagi would get a rerun before the new Void Gumper power creeps them alongside Valina. But no, we get AOD and a unit 90% of the player base already owns. What's the problem with AOD when literally that support character supports said Void Hunter and new attack character? Again, these niggas aren't speaking with any type of logic at all. They're going off based off, oh, we assumed. Well, guess what? You can't assume shit for a live service game when you're looking at leaks thinking, oh, well, they said the banner setup was going to be this, but it turned out to be that. Too bad, I guess. That what you get for reading leaks and thinking that leaks are 100% valid 24/7 all the damn time? That's your fault. Anyway.
With 16 to 17 videos of marketing and failed, by the way. Like, trust me, we have
didn't fail. They made their money.
The charts to prove it right here.
They made what, 13 mil? Plus, we count the 13 mil that, Arya and Suna brought to the table, and then add on what was it? 7 mil that Nan Guang Yu brought home with her along with Cecilia. That all counts together. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that's about 20 mil brought in from every member of the Angel Delusion, including the rerun characters and new limited character that came out alongside them, which was Cecilia.
Selling almost, if not at the same level as a freaking male character. So Dylan would have been a much better choice for veteran or new players, most definitely.
This nigga doesn't even know what Dylan does. I'd be shocked if he even knows what Dylan does for the team setup. And again, the person, he's just agreeing with what this person says, not even thinking about it, because he doesn't know anything about the fucking meta of the game. If he did, he would mention Dylan as a member of the team setup for the Void Hunter Yishun Gong, but he doesn't, because he doesn't know at all.
But she ain't rerun since, oh my god.
You see how he agreed with that, but didn't follow it up to provide why it is that she would have been a better rerun in comparison to one of the members of the Angel Delusion. You saw that just now, right? You saw that, right? He couldn't even provide reason for why it would be better for her to rerun instead of Suna. Outside of, oh, well, because Suna already had her banner recently, therefore she shouldn't have had a rerun. which in my opinion, not even that big of an argument, or if not in my opinion, it's not valid of enough an argument for a character not to be rerun, knowing the free character we're getting for every person who plays the fucking game.
My goodness, again, makes no sense. Me and a lot of people assume it would be.
Let's read the rest of this myself. Let's read this. Problem is, this is a trend with Hoyo. They are slowly trying to force people to invest in entire teams from scratch every patch. Please provide proof of that. If they did add any units to the store, it would likely be Caesar. So this nigga doesn't even bother proving what they said earlier. They just said, oh, this is the case. But didn't even provide evidence of it moving forward. They didn't even provide any evidence. Like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to take your opinion serious if you're not going to provide evidence of it? Right? You could at least said the Rupture team. At least then that would be something I could go off of, right? Because the Rupture team was the team that was released in version 2.0. We had Yi Shin, along with Pan Yan, who, provided more sheer force for Yi Shin. Right? Jafufu, she just increased the crit damage and refunded decibels to the team. So if anything, she was like a universal stunner. So not really dedicated to the Rupture team, honestly, but is a member of it. And then 2.1, we had the Anomaly team. The Anomaly team come back with an Anomaly support unit. So the Anomaly team was already built up already before in the past. So this ain't nothing new. So it's not really a complaint that's valid in my opinion, because we already had that happen during season 1 with the Anomaly team being the favored team setups and being the favored dominated team in season 1. Then in 2.2, we didn't actually get another Rupture character or anyone that supports Rupture. We had 2 new attack characters, so there's that. It wasn't until version 2.3, arguably, where we got actually, who the fuck did we get in 2.3? Didn't Lucia come out in 2.3? Right? I just fucking had a whole run through of the character banners. I just sat here and did that shit earlier in this reaction. I don't fucking forgot that shit already. But you get the point. We end up getting Lucia later on that also helped with the Rupture team build. And then we got a new Rupture DPS for an Ice Rupture DPS who could use the same characters as Yishin for her team build of the Rupture team. And, so on and so forth. Then we had Bon Yue that came later. That's a fire Rupture 5-star DPS character. Again, could also use the same characters from the same team setup as well to get the job done. Right? Also, being upset that Hoyoverse is getting people to invest in a team setup over the course of an entire year is kind of crazy to complain about. Because these niggas are acting like, and they're acting as if they're forced to do it when they're not forced to do it. You literally can ignore the business practice that's in front of you that you're claiming is the case. You can literally ignore it. You don't have to participate in it. Especially if you pull for characters who, cater to what's going on in game as of right now. You're solid. You're decent. You're good. If you only have half of that or none of that at all, then potentially you could be in a stuck situation. But again, we got 4-star and 5-star characters who are anomaly characters and characters who could, provide for a new player's team setup. If they're new, obviously. Let me read the rest. I'm trying to speed run this as fast as possible. Okay, if they add new units to the store, okay, so that's the assumption. Special random bond with a discount will either be... You wait, it's my best guess. Though I love it for LM Yummy. Personally, the biggest thing is we recently forced all 3 party sites to remove multi-bundles they sold. Okay, so you're bitching about the fucking the loot bar stuff? You're upset that Hoyoverse didn't fucking allow that stuff to stay? Well, that's their business decision. Simple as that. I know it sucks for some people because they don't want to spend, purchase full price. But that's how they want to conduct their business. It's as simple as that. You can complain about it all we want to, but that's their choice. That's them as a company. That's their choice. It's not our choice. It's theirs. If they don't want third-party sites, doing this shit, then they have every right to be like, nah, we're not accepting that. Pretty sure they just recently dismantled that or even allowed access for that. for their games, right?
Would be Miyabi. Think about it. Why she got her debut? Dan Yeast
Let me skip
was a
forward,
toddler.
'cause this
Mind you,
Let me skip
the
forward.
teams from scratch
'cause
every pack.
most of this is whatever. Cause I just read all this. Hold up, let me read. Claiming it was a security risk, which is BS. I've used them with all their games for years with zero issues. It's pure greed. Again, that's their business decision, regardless if it's pure greed or fucking security issues. Which means we will see more pay to access events with way less to get good prizes. Hell, I used to spend around 600 pounds when I needed the pulls. Used to pay in 3, then stockpile pulls. That's your fault for spending that amount. You can't blame Hoyoverse for that. Who the hell telling you to spend that much money? Actually, I don't know how much 600 pounds is. I don't know how much that is. But like, if that's a lot of money, that's your fault. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna sit here and blame a gacha game for having monetization in it that you are falling for the FOMO practice of, and then bitching about the fact that you spent all that money. That's your fault, nigga. Be responsible with your fucking money. What are we doing here? Now, does some blame lie with Hoyoverse? Yeah, sure. But acting like the entire blame lies on the gacha company, as if you didn't understand what type of gacha game you were getting into, or just a gacha game in general, and being upset about the monetization is fucking stupid. Anybody and their mama who's been playing gacha games for the last 6 years know this shit already. This ain't nothing new. Sorry, it's just like I can't take a criticism like that valid. I just can't. Anyway. And what did they mean by pay to access events? What do you mean by that? Are you claiming that limited time events are now going to be pay to access if you didn't spend money for the new recent character? Or are you referring to in-game content, which that's always been the thing though? That if you didn't have a certain character that could do a certain thing, you couldn't take advantage of whatever buff was in the in-game content. Like that's always been a thing. Now for some characters, they could take advantage of it depending on who the character is, but other characters just couldn't. For example, Totalize. Totalize is something only Hugo can do, and you better believe it's going to be favored in that fucking in-game content when he comes spinning back. Like, huh? What are we doing? Anyway, let's keep reading. If you buy directly from Hoyo, you can only add multis of the same bundle to your cart if you use a critical and so on. So Hoyo can go fuck themselves if I refuse to give them money. Oh, and for reference, Coral Games lets these sites do what they want and actually don't care. Well, cool that Withering Waves wants to do that. No one cares about Withering Waves in this regard. Sorry, I don't. I don't give a fuck. Oh wow, Withering Waves lets them, buy the purchase at a cheaper price from the third party shit. I mean, cool. But like, doesn't really change much. Not really much, worth the yap about, in my opinion. Because I don't use third-party sites when I get character pulls. Because honestly, I never needed to spend more than one. Let's say, if I spent $100, I never needed to spend any more than that to get the character I wanted. Especially if I lost that 50-50. So it's like, whatever. And also, I skip weapons, so there's that too. So, so I don't go for weapons because that shit. That's gonna be cost extra money. And I don't feel like spending it when I can use a 4-star weapon instead. Anyway, that's kind of my opinion on that. Damn near don't even want to listen to the rest of that or his take on it, but I gotta keep playing it.
They won't add Lighter, Yanagi, or Erlen. They still plan to milk them dry for ages. It won't be Miyabi for sure. Most definitely not. Miyabi's just not ever coming back at this point. Especially, even though she had she's not coming back even though she got an outfit. That was Buns, by the way. It was Buns. I just didn't say no.
Her outfit was Buns based on what? Her outfit was great, actually.
But regardless, right? The special rerun banner with the discount would either be the Angel Palace, most definitely, or Banye or Dylan is my best guess. The biggest thing is Hoyo recently forced all third-party sites to remove multi-bundles they sold, claiming it security, which is BS. I've used them all in their games with zero issues and pure greed, which means we will see more pay-to-access events with less ways to avoid good prices. Now, for the whole top-up, I don't know if you mean, if you saw about the top-up sites, I ain't using none of them, boy. No more. Look, now that I one skin with LD shop with something going on, like, bro, miss me with that, boy. Who's to say I was ever using them in the first place? Like, I never was using them in the first place. I know. We can't trust Hoyo games ever. People said ZZ was different in the beginning. It was. They need to start triple reruns ASAP because the character pool is now too big to only rerun 2 characters per patch.
Let me read that. Hold up. Again, we're taking the opinions of niggas on fucking Reddit serious. Let's read this. We got people. It says Zenless was different in the beginning. Yeah, it was a different type of game, but they never said it was going to be a different type of monetization practice. What are we talking about? Anyway, they're moving in the same direction as HSR, which is sad. In what way? Please explain. They need to start triple rerun ASAP because the character pool is too big to openly rerun 2 characters per patch, and be waiting for reruns in general is not a good experience. I mean, okay, cool. If they add a 3rd one, but you know, y'all niggas gonna still complain about everything anyway. Then this nigga goes on to spill about fucking HSR and Genshin. Like, acting like this is something unique to them. When, you know, all the other gacha games do the same predatory business practices. We've seen it literally from Wither and Ways as well, so it's not really much different. Literally just going from one greedy place to the next. Anyway, let me read. I gave up. This is irrelevant, but I bet he's going to read this anyway. Entirely spinning on it and getting strong. You're just greedy. They just don't do anything without screwing it up. I'm not sure what direction the game is going in. All I know is the wrong one. You got to prove that to back that up. I'm almost 30, so I played more games than I've spent days alive, and so far through it is just okay. So you, a 30-year-old grown-ass nigga, is bitching about gacha games when you could be doing other things in your life, which you even admit that you could be doing other things like living life. Brother, go live that life. Stop complaining about these gacha games. Move the fuck on. Go find a wife. Go get some children. Or hold on, let me rephrase that. Get a wife, get married, and have children. Start a family, for crying out loud. Do something worthwhile than complain about gacha games on the internet, my guy. Anyway, I gotta read more. Just Columbina from BioShock Infinite. Wait a minute. 3.0 is just Columbina from BioShock Infinite mixed with Shadows of Evil's aesthetic from BO3. I'm not understanding that reference. Barrows is just from again. So basically what this person is doing is that they're basically they're downplaying the 3.0 update by saying, oh well, I've seen similar aesthetics or similar things from these other games, therefore because I've seen it from these other games, therefore this is bad, this is boring, this, that, and the third, despite the fact execution matters when it comes down to these things. Just because you've seen similar aesthetics or similar concepts from other games does not mean that those other games are bad because you played a different game that had a similar aesthetic or used similar concepts. That's not how that shit works. What matters in the end of all that is the execution of said concept. If the execution of said concept is not good across the board, then your criticism is valid. But it's not valid when you're judging it before the game even comes out and claiming that it's bad because you've seen it in other games without actually talking about the execution of it all. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Most definitely.
The giant worm is just Eva mixed with Wua's void worms. Wua's void worms look lame in comparison to this white one. I'm gonna say that right now. The void worms, they're like whatever. This new one we're about to fight, awesome. Sunbringer is just a copy paste of Vegapunk from One Piece. Again, bad faith as fuck. But you know what? Let's search up this character, shall we? Vegapunk. I don't even know who this character is, by the way. Give me images. Who is this character? Is this the character? This is Vegapunk? This nigga really just said Sunbringer is just Vegapunk from One Piece. These niggas couldn't look any different from each other. What are we talking about? What type of fucking comparison? Vegapunk and his 6 clones. Wait, so he's saying that it's bad because it reminds him of Vegapunk from One Piece, my bad. Because this character in this story also did a similar concept of breaking themselves up into 3 different or 6 different individuals. Is that why we're saying this is bad? What type of retarded take is that? Again, this is bitching about a concept that exists in one show and they're saying that it's bad in another one because you saw this concept be done in a similar fashion, or not even in a similar fashion. You've seen a similar concept be done in another piece of media that you like. It's like, what are we talking about? This does not equate to, oh, Sunbringer is bad because you saw this concept elsewhere. No, that's retarded. If we're really playing by that logic, then this shit is bad too, because we've seen concepts such as, you know, more one person dividing themselves into multiple different pieces in other pieces of media before One Piece was even a thing. Like, what are we talking about here? What a terrible type of criticism is this? Trash, genuine trash. Talking about some copy paste. Fuck out of here, bro. At this point, it wouldn't surprise me for them to try to pull some tropey time travel or clone BS with the siblings and claim we are prototype version or some shit idiotic idea to create fake shock value. Nigga, that's theories that people have had since season 1. What are you talking about, cornball flake? Yeah, you really are 30 years old, bro. Pack it up and go home. Go get a life. Genie fucking late. What type of retarded ass complaint is that? These are theories that people have had for years. 2 years now. Related to the siblings, to fucking Ambi, related to what we found out as we explore Hollow Zero, where we have a voice recorder where these two girls are on a bike exploring Hollow Zero, trying to find a doorway that supposedly can allow for you to travel back in the past. These are theories people have had. This is not some bullshit pulled out of nowhere. This is crumbs drip feeded to the players over the last 2 years. So no, it wouldn't be some bullshit that just come out of nowhere. It would be shit that they set the groundwork for. Again, retarded take. Anyway.
Definitely. Sometimes you can tell people on this sub are just really full of miserable people. Okay, hold on. I don't know if he's referring to me, but if so, for one, we can. I was about to say we can actually. You know what? That probably is gonna. I gotta chill. I ain't on TikTok no more. Yeah, meet me in GTA is all I'm gonna say. Meet me in GTA. I really don't visit the sub. You don't need to visit any ZZ sub, to be quite frankly honest with you. This was the most safe SFW one I could find, by the way. So let's not even get into that. Every other sub is hype. Of course, this one is with people trying to poop on it. Guys, I'm just being honest, right? It's okay. Like, it's just okay. Like, bro, it's so okay that
No, it's not. Let's be fucking real. Again, Zilla Zone Zero is going through another phase of doom posting by the same niggas again that were doom posting season 1, doom posting the entire game throughout season 2, and now they're doing it again for version 3. Hell no. Niggas not about to let this shit slide again for a third time. Hell no. Absolutely not. Especially when they're blatantly lying and spreading misinformation about the game, or they're pushing subjective opinions as fact about the game, which is not true. Hell no.
My freaking light don't turn off, bro. I mean, every other sub is hype, just Remio's flapping in the wind. I'm not surprised they hype, especially for the official one. This isn't even negative, it's more neutral, if anything, which is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not even trying to be negative. I'm just saying, for one,
there's nothing neutral here.
Why is Suna and YG getting a rerun? Like, why is she okay? No,
that's not a neutral take to complain about why these two are getting a rerun. That's a negative take.
Not even YG. That don't even make sense. It should have been Miyabi. Why is Suna back? I just don't like that. No, they could have reran so many other units. I don't like that. Actually, this is a sub where whiny babies cry about being one guy and make comments about everyone being negative, despite the fact that barely any comments that could even be generous be seen as things like, okay, I don't know what he's saying. He clearly can't type. Mind you, I'm like, well, I did fail. He was. I did fail now, but it doesn't matter. Agreed. But basically, what he's saying is there's only one guy complaining. Like, 4-7. No, this is.
Hold on, let's rewind.
Nobody's really complaining. Like, besides.
Okay, none of the 3.0 characters interest you. Cool, that's fine. Reward-wise, but keep in mind 3.1 is the anniversary update. I'm excited for the story. We also have to consider that this is a X.0 patch, and this is very important in gacha games, so it's underwhelming. Yeah, how is it underwhelming? We got a whole bunch of shit that we can do. It's not underwhelming in the slightest. If there was no new story content or no new area to explore or no new characters or no new anything at all, then this point would be valid, but it's not because we got a whole bunch of shit to do. So how is it underwhelming exactly?
Like, besides the
okay, let's continue. Has generally shifted big changes from to the anniversary patch.
Outside of that, I mean, this is alright at best, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's insane how they balance new characters around Dylan and still haven't rerun her. If she is not gonna be in the special rerun banner in 3.1, that would be crazy. If Miyabi's not in 3.1,
again. So we're complaining about a future assumption before it actually happens. Which people usually do that, so I'm not gonna clown on them too much for that.
It's gonna be crazy. If they wanted to make as much money as they wanted to possibly make of the history of this game.
Oh my god, look at this shit. Tell me something. Watch them remove stun mechanics in 3.2. What? Even without stun, Daily is still crazy good. Even when stun is basically useless for Shungus, I understand who they're referring to. I understand. And she still performs crazy well with her. A free unit is simply too busted. They probably need to do something like introduce someone who has a low decibel count to use ult or an ult that's not good. Anyway,
They would rerun every single Void Hunter banner, which is why I don't.
talking about some remove stun mechanics. They're not gonna remove stun mechanics from the vast majority of the game and keep releasing stun characters. That shit sounds fucking retarded. Literally, stun is how you stun most enemies in the game, with the exception of probably the dude that you fight, that, you know, homegirl brother, you know, that boss fight. With the exception of that, you can't really stun that bastard. Honestly. Actually, I can just move over to fucking that game right now. I'm in Star right now because I want to look at the character, but, you know, let me move back to Zenless, actually. Let's move to Zenless. Anyway.
I don't understand why they did it for YG, even though they probably had to hit some income markers before they started. That's probably why. Keep it a buck. Yeah, just completely give it a buck. Suno already having a rerun, which is crazy. Like, why should she have a rerun? Like, I just don't, doesn't make no sense. Still no Haramusa rerun, I guess. Guys, can we just go ahead and, like, get this out our head? Still.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put Suno on my Haramasa team and see how he plays. I probably do more damage with Suno on his team, as I think about it.
I think Banye would have made more sense for a rerun because of Norma, but I guess the devs went this. This patch earns high revenue, so they pulled the heavy hitter YG. That's what I'm saying. That is the.
So you saw how you didn't read the rest of that and her best in slot, because that dismantles his whole claim about why is it that she's rerunning alongside the Void Hunter character, who is her best in slot teammate that she supports.
Only reason why YG is here because it's a 3.0 launch and they have to make the numbers look good to whoever investors or whoever, like, to make sure this game don't go EOS. If you miss YG but played early enough to get out, this is a good rerun for those players. YG's out.
Okay, if you miss but play early, this is a good rerun for us. Joshua, you already made sure you can clear the area when you put them together.
So you already made sure you can clear the area. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you got those units right there. You straight. You don't need that many. Like, bro, you can get you 2 other solid teams, and that's it. You don't got something for anything, any other character for the rest of the year. For the rest of the year.
Oh, so now we have to make 2 other teams. Last time I checked, he advocated that you only need 1 team set up, which is a Void Hunter character or 2 Void Hunter characters, and that's it. But now, after me getting on his ass on this bullshit take and being corrected in his comment section, hopefully, in relation to this take, he's now saying that you need to make multiple teams. Yeah, no shit. You got to make multiple teams. You can't just have one team and think that's going to be the end-all be-all team for the entire game. Hell no. That's not going to happen, ever.
Here, for the rest of the year, by the way. This means the curse still wasn't.
Again, the fact that we're reading Reddit as the end-all be-all to this discussion about how this in this community feels is so fucking crazy to me. Most niggas on Reddit, it should not be taken seriously.
Broken male before Void Hunter still intact. Yep, that is true. Which
this means the curse still wasn't broken. Male before Void Hunter still intact. The self-sabotage of Hoyo continues. I mean, this is a old Void Hunter character though. Well, this is a new one that's rerunning. But we don't know what those cells are going to look like moving forward. Actually, 3.0 cells will be high. Because I would assume most people are going to go for the new Wind Anomaly character versus going for the Void Hunter, honestly. Because the Void Hunter, that's just like some shiny power to have. But like, to engage with the in-game content, of course the Void Hunter is actually going to be really good, obviously. But for the Anomaly character, you already get a handful of free characters at the start of the game, honestly. Actually, you know what? I haven't started Zenless on Zero on a different account, so I can't really speak on how many free characters like you would get off there. I know you get the cutting hairs for free, without a shout out, with the exception of one of them. Oh, look, you see that? Hold up. You know, the point I was trying to make, I kind of was fumbling on that a little bit. So I'm going to move on to my next point. But did y'all see what was typed here? I just saw that. Hold up.
Wait, does this mean the curse still wasn't broken?
Let's read this. Look at this. Before this, above it, what does it say? Easy skips. I want Trigger, Hugo, and Fufu. AKA, like I said earlier at the start of this is just people bitching about what characters came on the rerun banner this time. And it's not really that big of an issue or a valid complaint to say version 3.0 is bad or is trash because of what's on the rerun banner. Because niggas bitch all the time about who's on the rerun banner. Niggas who want certain characters to be on the rerun banner are characters that people don't want on the rerun banner and flip-flop back and forth. So again, not a valid criticism at all.
Broken male before Void Hunter still intact. Yep, that is true. Which, according to the sources, Billy was the worst selling unit of all time, even worse than these Angels of Talos, which is.
Yeah, because version 3.0 is coming up, so naturally his sales are going to be less. You saw how he didn't read the rest of that.
Pharaohs is overrated. He is a.
Again, this is the same 30-year-old nigga coming back again to sit here and say that the character is just a ripoff of this. It's bad, blah, 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 just for the sake of it. AKA, they're doom posting for the sake of doom posting because they didn't like what they saw. So now they're going to the extreme saying that, oh, it's just bad. Everything is bad. Oh, this is just a copy of that. Blah, 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 blah. Literally, 30-year-old man, by the way.
I don't know. I'm just going to say Persona knockoff.
Or a 30-year-old grown woman. Same shit. Doesn't really matter. Let's read this, actually. Nothing more. You realize this will become the standard, right? Bare minimum copy-paste unit. Who is the copy-paste unit? Doesn't even explain. Replace the good units we normally got during anniversaries. Bitch, this is not even an anniversary. Anniversary is 3.1. Dumbass. Anyway. Like Haramasa and Zhao Zhao. Zhao Zhao didn't get replaced. How is Phyros replacing Zhao Zhao when Zhao Zhao is a fucking defense character? At best, you could argue Haramasa because Haramasa and Phyros is our attack characters. But you don't even need to use Phyros for that. You can literally point to fucking Seed as a better, and Cecilia as a better example of replacing him, honestly. Unless you're talking about fucking Zhu Yuan, the cake factory. At this point, I'm shocked they aren't just copy pasting Wuwa and giving their units double nodes, Luke Tomb Break / Fusion Burst. I wouldn't pit past Hoya at this point either. Give me finish spelling that. Again, he's making grand assumptions because of what he saw in version 3.0, and he's ultra hardcore doom posting. You can clearly see it just by reading this shit.
And nothing more. You realize this will become the standard, right? Bare minimum copy paste unit.
Claiming that it's going to be the standard with no proof, and he's going to use this as this benchmarker of proof that this is going to be the standard. Again, this is 3.0. This is not the anniversary update.
Replace the good units we normally got during anniversaries like Hard Zao, etc.
Again, literally, this person really thinks 3.0 is the anniversary update. It's not the anniversary update. So they're already wrong with what they're saying for the majority of the shit that they're saying. They're blatantly wrong. But they're saying it with such great confidence.
I'm shocked there aren't just copies and pasting Wuwa giving their units dual modes. Okay, yep, you lost me. You lost me when I couldn't even finish it. Couldn't even finish reading. I don't even know why I clicked on your profile, bro. Too many ZZZ MFs pooping on Wuwa. Like, dude, you guys have your live stream today, and you had the sneak and had a sneak peek at 3.0 leak like 2 days ago. And you guys think about Wuwa. I'm already knowing. Let's see. I'm already knowing there's gonna be some people in the comments saying, "Oh, go back to Wuwa. You're a Wuwa shell. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about."
You are a Wuwa shell, Blaine. Like, you've proven it.
Even though I criticize Wuwa,
you didn't criticize the shit out of Wuwa. Let's go ahead and make that clear. I've only found 2 videos on your channel that's worth a damn. That's even anything close to the criticism of Withering Waves, in comparison to your constant doom posting videos of NTE, Xenozone Zero, Art Infield, Ananta, surprisingly, as well. So what are we talking about here? Looking at your own channel disproves your own claim.
NTE, oh God, pretty much any game that I play, I'd be criticizing. I don't glaze in the game. I glaze when glaze.
Lying ass nigga.
It needs to be happening, and I criticize when criticize.
No, you glaze immensely. I seen it. You know how I know you glaze? You spend $500 for gacha characters that you know better to be spending that much money on, especially knowing that you work in fast food.
Needs to be happening. I don't like the Sunbringer read the whole. I don't like any of that. What's going on there? Like, what?
And he didn't play the story either, so he's making criticisms about something he didn't engage with X content. Again, this is like bitching about Harry Potter, about what happened in the story related to Harry Potter, but you only watched the first movie and the last movie, but you didn't watch the movies in between.
Like, we're good off that. We are good, son.
Oh, you know what? This is like bitching about, Maul. This is like bitching about Maul from Star Wars, being like, okay, how did Maul survive at all? How did Maul survive in Star Wars? And being upset that you see him in Star Wars Rebels, but then you didn't watch Star Wars The Clone Wars to learn and understand how the fuck he did survive in the first place, to even still be alive during the time of Star Wars Rebels at all. Like, what?
Son, we're good over there. I don't know what that was, and I don't even know why y'all showed that right now. Either way, right? And I don't know why Suna is rerunning. I can understand YG from a marketing business standpoint, because they got to make the money and the numbers look good for the people that is investing in ZZZ, so ZZ actually has more money to invest in the future and it doesn't go EOS. Outside of that,
it's not going to EOS just because it made 7 mil or it's 13 mil. It's not going to EOS from that. That's a lot of money to put back into the game to make more money later.
bro, I don't know. So I mean, would I say that this is like judging based off what we've seen? It seems like the community is at a if there was a very good, like, cause you know how them surveys with the, if you have a job, which I do have a job, I put the fries in the bag. I work at the Burger King. Stop playing with me. They have the how are you feeling right now? You can be the very very angry, medium, good, very good. I think the community is at the good right now. Is at the good. I'm at the medium because I'm like I still don't like how Weisenbell has persona. I still don't like a couple of things like that.
You didn't play the story.
I don't like this rerun stuff. I already told you what I don't like. So it's some stuff that I do not like. So I'm at the medium. Like I'm feeling okay.
Bro, you said the majority of the shit was bad, while the only things that were good were things mentioned on that Twitter post about what we're gonna get from the update for free. That's the only thing you said was good at the start of this entire video. Let's make that clear now.
The main meat and bones is gonna happen in the anniversary, which I don't know why they didn't push it up or maybe try to.
Why would they push up the anniversary update till now? It doesn't make any sense to do. Just because version 2.0 landed on the day of the anniversary for the game, this is not how timelines work, or rather, the timetables work. It doesn't work like that. That's like bitching about the fact that your birthday, people should be celebrating your birthday on Saturday because it was your birthday landed on Saturday last year, but this year your birthday isn't landing on a Saturday; it's landing on a damn Sunday. Like. We're not going to celebrate your birthday a day before your birthday. We're celebrating the day of your birthday, and then probably a little bit, probably one more day after the fact, or not at all after the day of your birthday. Like, what are we talking about here? Why push it up? It makes no sense. They don't need to push it up. 3.1 is going to be their big update, especially considering it's the anniversary update, which we still do not know what we're going to get from it. My expectations are low, just like how it was low for 2.0 for the anniversary update. And what we gonna get from it is what we gonna get. And of course, if it's bad, we gonna judge it for being bad. If it's good, we gonna clap our hands for it being good. If it's decent, it's gonna be decent, and we're still gonna enjoy it because guess what? We're not asking for anything crazy. We're asking for the bare minimum to be done for anniversary updates.
I don't know. Try to push it up, regardless, right? I don't know. It seems like community is at a standstill. Like it's okay, it's good, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. So I don't know. Me personally, I'm already ready for the people in the comments.
Then why did you make 2 videos claiming that 3.0 failed? Not just the live stream, but the stuff that they showed in it. Why did you make 2 videos already saying that? And this is the 3rd one, essentially. So if you really think that, why did you make these 3 videos? You wouldn't need to make these 3 videos if you didn't think like that, right? Or didn't hold that opinion. But you clearly did it, right? You clearly did it.
In the comments, they be calling me a ZZZ freaking hater, even though I used to love this game. Like, oh my goodness.
You said used to love this game. You heard that? He said people are calling me a ZZ hater despite the fact I used to love this game. AKA used is a past tense word. You use that in past tense. You don't use that for current shit. So someone is right to say that you are a hater of Xenoblade Zero when you used to play it, by your own words.
Me personally, though, I'm already ready for the people in the comments to be calling me a ZZZ freaking hater, even though I used to love this game. Like, oh my goodness.
Used to love the game. That's even more favorable for people who are going to call you that, a hater of the game, when you say you used to love the game. Like, bro, you're kind of like walking into your own corner, or you're walking into the trap. That gives the other side the argument and the validation of their argument for calling you a hater.
It makes no sense to me. It don't make no sense. Like, it's so funny. It makes no sense. If you needed any more.
All right, that's it. I spent 2 hours reacting to this shit. It's time to call it. Yeah, sorry this reaction went on for a long period of time, but it's just like, bro, your boy needed to go in depth with my stuff. I know I repeated some points over and over again, but it was for the sake of context. But you know, it is what it is. Anyway, make sure you like, sub, turn on the notification bell, join my YouTube community Discord, links on my channel, check out my yapping topics and yapping reaction playlist. Those videos are available to watch at any time. I stream here on YouTube. I stream not all gacha games. I stream 5 gacha games here on YouTube. Those being Genshin, Star Rail, Wu-Wai, and Arnes Infield, along with a handful of non-gacha games. Those being Gravity Rush 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, Stellar Blade, Fate Semi Remnant, and Tales of Berseria. So if you want to see me play those non-gacha games here on YouTube and YouTube only, subscribe to the channel. I am planning to play non-gacha games for the next foreseeable week until the following week after that. I'll get back to playing the gacha games that I play. So, you know, stick around for that if you want to see. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I will see y'all later in the next yapping topics, yapping reaction, or live stream I do here on YouTube and YouTube alone. Anyway, this is KallaTheYapper signing out. Y'all tell me how you feel about this in the comment section below, and I'll see y'all next time. A peace, brother Nims and sister Nims.